Kia ora, Paul Maria, everyone. Welcome to another Eat My Lunch Mystery Box Challenge. Amazing week this week. All female challenge, apart from me, obviously. But apart from me, all female challenge. It's an incredible one. And let me spare no more time and let's get Lisa King along. Lisa King, the founder of Eat My Lunch. Lisa, how are you? Good evening.
Hey, David. Good, thanks.
Excellent. Look, it's an exciting week. We've had a big one this week. We got so many people watching the last couple of broadcasts, haven't we? It's been huge.
It's been awesome, and just the engagement that everyone's had during the challenge has been really great to see. So I'm looking forward to this one. This is going to be really cool.
Me too. We've had good fun just getting set up just a few minutes ago, and we've got some good audience. This will be fun, says Wick. Cool. All right, let's get our two contestants started. There's our first one there, Claire Chitham. How are you?
Hi everyone.
You've got some lemonade. That's very lovely. And joining Claire is Chef Nici Wickes. How are you, Chef Nici?
I'm well, thank you. I'm a little nervous actually. Usually I know what ingredients I've got, so this is weird.
Oh, that's pretty
Why
cool.
are you nervous? Nici, I'm an actress. I've got nothing to do with cooking whatsoever. There's no you'll be fine.
Yeah. Oh no, it's going to be good. It's going to be good, Nici. You've come from us. We know this kitchen. Those of us who've watched some of your Instagram, sorts of feeds and the videos you've made. This is obviously a very famous kitchen. Tell us a little bit about it.
I don't know that it's a famous kitchen, but it's a very little kitchen, which is great because then I can only make so much of a mess. But yeah, I've been doing daily videos during this whole kind of isolation period, and it's been good fun. I'll throw on the video and see what happens.
Nice. Well, we're going to get that, and you don't want to show off, but I'll show off for you because I found this on the spin-off website earlier. Look at that. Why Nici Wickes' cooking videos are the best thing on Instagram. Isn't that cool? She's need an antidote to perfectly lit influences and lockdown sourdough spam. Isn't that cool? We're not after perfection tonight either.
Oh no, look, I'm just cooking dinner tonight. That's all we're doing. We're not doing anything fresh like those other guys the other weeks.
Oh, look. Oh, hang on. I've just the other thing I just wanted to point out is you're completing the run of people who've been on the Mystery Box Challenge who've written a cookbook. There you go. Look at that. Eat, cook, eat, enjoy. It's like Eat, Pray, Love, but it's mainly about food.
Yes.
And I see you got rid of all the punctuation. It's just cook, eat, enjoy. It's not cook, eat, enjoy.
I think it's all about like you cook first, then you eat it, and you just go, "Oh, that was great. I really enjoyed it. What shall I do next time?"
Very good.
Was there travel, long lost travel involved in your cookbook and your cooking?
Back in the days when we travelled up.
Remember the good old days.
Yeah.
Hey, Claire, I wanted to check. Have you written a cookbook? Of what's your qualification?
She laughed loudly.
No cookbook.
No, I'm drinking a margarita and it's 5 p.m. on a Sunday. My cooking pretty much involves. I'm certainly no chef, but I do love food. I have sort of two separate relationships with food. I reckon when it comes to my cooking, I'm pretty, I guess, sort of quality ingredients and health focused, and I have a deep-seated belief in food as medicine.
Yeah. I popped that up while you're saying that, actually. This is this amazing website you introduced me to earlier.
Oh, there it is.
Yes.
Look at you with your research.
Look at that. I know. Good for you,
yeah,
TV.
I have a bit of a health website that we started a little while ago, which is hopefully filled with articles and little videos about stuff that might be good for your health and happiness. I guess health and well-being has been a long held passion of mine. For the last sort of 20 years, and so because I was sick and I got better and I sort of learnt how to look after myself, and I'm really passionate about trying to help other people figure that out for themselves too.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to eating,
your second relationship with food is the eating part of it. Is that right?
I'm a foodie, I'm of
Fair enough.
Great magnitude. I deeply enjoy not only all of the chefs actually that you've already featured, Lisa, like Mr. Meredith's food is just dreamy. But I do damn, I love eating out in the wonderful local restaurants in Auckland. And
Bring them back.
oh,
Bring
Bring them back.
but you know, doesn't it give you a sort of stunning appreciation for not only like the amazing work that chefs do in cooking for us, but in how fundamental it is that none of us really like cooking for ourselves 7 nights a week. Like, who wants to cook for themselves 7 nights a week?
Oh, she does. Nikki does.
I even
Also,
know
you live-
people who say,
outside
I
of
don't
Manly.
really bother cooking for one. I'm like, well, the girl's got to eat. So, no, I love it. Doesn't bother me.
Well, I
See,
tell you what,
that's amazing because I'm the opposite. I think whenever I've been in a relationship, I've been a much better cook. And when I'm a single girl, I'm like,
Yeah,
like,
forget it.
Okay.
Just a quick advertisement, actually. If people out there are hankering for a restaurant meal or a cafe or a coffee or anything, even a haircut, actually, is probably, we're all in need of one of those. You can jump onto sosbusiness.nz, which is a little startup thing that I created during the lockdown period, and you can purchase a voucher for dinner or a coffee or a lunch or whatever it might be, and help those restaurants and cafes and bars and stuff get the money they need now, and basically
That's cool. Can you buy a voucher and like gift it to somebody else?
that you can indeed. Yeah, lots of people doing that. It's really cool, and we've just turned over $1.3 million of vouchers in the last 4 weeks, so people are
Amazing. Yeah.
clearly very keen. Yeah. It's cool. It's really cool. But that's not what we're here tonight. We're here to talk about Eat My Lunch and the incredible pivot that Eat My Lunch. That's a trendy phrase, by the way. It's a real.
No longer
that Lisa and the team have had to make over the last few weeks to do these boxes, these essential boxes. So, Lisa, do you want to tell us a little bit about the essential boxes you've created?
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously during lockdown, no one could, go out except to the supermarkets, and we wanted to find a way to get fresh groceries to people's homes much easier. And so we've launched these boxes, and it's just full of fresh vegetables, fruit, freshly baked bread, your dairy and your meat. And so it's been really great because it's meant that we've been able to keep feeding lunches to kids throughout lockdown as well.
Amazing work, man.
Isn't that cool? So by us buying these boxes, these food boxes from you, we're helping feed the kids who are at home who need it. It's awesome.
Because corporate lunches was kind of the main sort of way that Eat My Lunch was being funded, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, and obviously that all kind of pretty much died as we went to level 3, and so we had to, as David said, quickly pivot our business to make sure that we could, keep going. And every one of those boxes also contributes lunches, and we've been delivering boxes of lunch ingredients to the kids during this time, so they can make their own lunches at home.
Amazing.
And
Wow,
great.
which is so good. And
great.
everyone at home, grab one of these boxes, the essentials box, the meat box. You guys have got all 3 of them, so we're going to get you to open them. But before we do, and not that I want to put any pressure whatsoever on you, but I just want to point out that last week's co-winner is watching, Peter Gordon. No pressure.
Peter Gordon! Can we phone Michael and Peter for advice?
Oh, we can see if Peter can. He can put some advice on the chat window. We can put it up there. And Peter chose a special ingredient for you, Nikki, because we figured it's not fair having a professional chef against an amateur.
Online.
Liver.
He got mustard seeds from his week before, so I'm not sure if he's going to be nice to you. But let's open these boxes and see what's in them. Yeah.
Are we looking now?
Yeah, open them now, and then this isn't quite towards your time, but obviously you can start thinking about what you're going to cook, and then I'll let you know when the time starts. But you go first, Claire. Tell us what you're seeing in there.
Well, I've already obviously peeked into the paper bag because it was open, and what a fool you would be.
I'm going to the front camera too, by the way, because it makes you look like a cooking show when we get here.
My own cooking show. Tonight, Peter, I'm going to be cooking. No, there's some bagels and a beautiful, big, fresh, amazing loaf of bread here. But I'm going to try and avoid as much gluten as possible for dinner because my flatmates and I have been, we've been heavy on the carbs. And doing some daytime drinking in the last 4 weeks. So I'm going to try and be as healthy as possible with my dinner. Although I'm going to see a packet of Anzac biscuits.
They were good.
I think that dessert is probably my least, that's going to be my downfall. I don't have any ideas.
You can just do crumbled up Anzac biscuits, no one will mind. Put
that's what I was thinking. Thanks, David, for stealing my thunder. But
sorry. Okay. Call it a crumb.
With some crumbled biscuits on top, exactly.
Give it a sort of a wanky chef name, like a crumb, a mystery crumb or something like that, and then, charge what you want. All right, let's have a look. I'm gonna go to Nici. What do you got in that mystery box?
Well, I was great for the meat pack because I love a bit of meat. The choices. I've got some beautiful grass-fed topo lamb. My God, from Harmony. That looks amazing. 2 of those. I think we're only cooking for 2 tonight. So some beautiful beef sausages. That looks pretty good. I've got some chicken breasts here. That's always good. And some prime mint. So that is like a lot of protein. Obviously, we don't have to use it all tonight. But also in there were some butter, some eggs, and some milk. So I put those aside because that sounds like dessert to me. Butter, eggs, milk, something or other.
Sounding very desserty.
What's that?
Wow. It sounded very desserty. What about in that big box? You haven't even got to the main one yet.
By the look of it, my God, this box is amazing, guys. Wow,
it's pretty cool, isn't it? Let's see what Claire's got. What do you got there?
We've got mushrooms. Beautiful chef selection, amazing tomatoes, bag of spinach. Boy, do I love spinach. There's grapes. There's fennel.
Oh my God.
It's so
it's pretty incredible. Claire, what are you doing, Claire? What have you got, Claire?
Oh my goodness! No, we've got the same. I'm very excited about the chicken and the fish lamb. This is the most colorful, amazing looking box of.
It's beautiful, isn't it? It really looks fresh.
That is amazing. I'm very excited about fennel. These amazing mushrooms. What are that? Snow needle mushrooms. I have never cooked with these things in my life, but I will.
They're like stretched mushrooms. They're like mushrooms gone wrong. They probably checked that before we gave them to you.
There's yes. There's like kumara. Look at how huge that kumara is.
Wow.
There's kumara. There's pumpkin. There's some potatoes and some beetroot. So I reckon I'm seeing roast winter veggies because what a kind of crappy winterish day it's been.
It is.
There's some fresh spinach.
Oh my gosh, there's so many things.
That's pretty good. Now, the final ingredient we want to hear about before we kick you off is, Nici, you've got a mystery ingredient somewhere in your box.
I discovered that in my this paper bag has got the some bread and some bagels and those beautiful Anzac biscuits, which I think those are going to be a definite. And I've also got this box here.
Uh-oh. I think that's from our friend Peter.
Yeah, am I allowed to open it now?
Yeah, you're allowed to open it. Here he goes. He's saying, woohoo, hello.
Peter Gordon, I love you.
Gordon, come on, you're my mate.
Peter Gordon, I do love you. Some coconut milk. Great. It's all kidneys. Hey!
I mean, that seems like a gift, not a bloody challenge.
Yeah.
Really good ingredient. I love that. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but it's already taken my brain in a certain direction. That's fantastic.
That is very cool. All right. Well, given that we've Nici, have you got the ability to show us inside the box with your handheld camera like you were doing earlier? That was quite groovy.
Oops, let's have a look. Can you see what's going on in here?
Oh, look at the colours.
Oh, it's very pretty.
That's a whole bunch of goodness. I can't tell you. Look at that. It's just amazing.
Grapes. Oh my God.
Avocado, some beautiful courgette. Look at that lovely bunch of
radish. No one actually eats radish though. Radish is a made-up thing. Radish is the sort of thing you get when you're a kid, but no one actually eats it, surely.
No, like fresh radish with a bit of hummus.
Oh yeah, I love it. Oh, we've got whoops. There's so much that it's falling all over my kitchen now. Oh my goodness.
Lentils, carrots. No, this is amazing. Is this the kind of veggies that come in your essentials boxes, Lisa?
So we've just moved to these more wintry type vegetables, but so everything is sourced locally. It's all seasonal.
Isn't it cool? But I tell you what, enough mucking around because I think we need to get started. You guys, we're going to start the clock. You've now got 45 minutes, starting from now.
Can we secretly talk about what we're going to make?
Of course you can. Well, you can do it while you're making it.
Can I introduce my sous chef?
Oh, we should. Yeah. This is the. Are you trying to just use extra time here, Claire Chitham? Is this your theory? Here we go.
Well, this is my area. This is my. This is my bubble. This is our little sous chef Sebastian. Look at that.
Look at that.
Sebastian and Jess are my bubble mates, and we've been having a great time. Actually, been pretty experimental with our cooking and making dinners for each other, like on alternate nights, and like cooking far more interesting food than we normally do. Yeah. Sebastian is English and French, and so he's brought some sort of like bechamel sauce, ragu, such sort of things to the party, which we're definitely for, except that therefore
a Yorkshire pudding or something like that. Is that how we marries those two sort of English and French together?
Yorkshire pudding. My granddad, my mum's English, and my granddad used to cook the best Yorkshire pudding. That is probably like the food of my heart, Yorkshire pudding. And and so thank you. He will.
There you go. Now I don't want to panic you, but if we cross over to Nici, she's already got stuff on a chopping board.
Already chopping.
She's already got things going on. Well, that's fruit mainly by the look of it. So I'm not sure what she's going to eat.
I decided that one of the things that I need to do is I need to process all of those amazing goodies. So while I'm sort of thinking about what the heck to make it as the main course, I know how to make a lovely fruit sponge. So I'm going to make that first. So I've got some beautiful plums here. These just look really amazing. Can you see those now? They look beautiful. So I'm doing plum and apple fruit sponge. I think that'll be delicious. And then while I'm chopping this up, you see, I can be thinking, oh, what on earth am I going to do for our main course? The sponge takes a little bit of time to cook, so I'll get that in the oven. Do you want to have a look? Do you want to see my bubble buddy?
We'd love to see it. Yeah. I'd love to show us.
Okay, so this, I'll just take you over with the other camera.
Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. We're going to rather ambitiously switch to that camera.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, Toby the cat.
That's my bubble buddy, and he has been absolutely glorious company throughout this, I can tell you.
Well, you have to cook for two, so obviously it's you and your bubble buddy going to eat this. So
yeah, he hasn't been so good at kind of giving me the treats, but hey, whatever.
Well, Peter says sorry that he didn't give you any offal in the box. That you only got coconut. So.
Sorry, because the cat would have really loved that, I've got to say. Hey, what I'm doing is I'm just heating up my my plums and my apples in this pot over here. Because it's really good to get your fruit hot for a start. It just kind of gives you a little bit of a head start. So that's what I'm doing. And I've used one apple and I've chopped it up, skin and all. Same with the plums. It's all just good flavour, isn't it? Yeah, all of that good stuff. So in that goes. I'll put a little bit of water in there as well later on.
It's like it's very optional, the water. Just water if you feel like it. There's no hurry.
Well, you want a bit of juiciness in there, that's for sure. And what on earth am I going to do with that coconut cream? I'm thinking, can we use some? You said we could use some staples from our cupboard. Could I use some noodles?
Noodles? Yeah, I'd say noodles. What do you think, Lisa? Will we allow them to use noodles? Hang on, we'll just check. We're just checking with our adjudicator. There we go. Yeah. Noodles. Noodles are fine. And then a couple of people suggesting you've got plenty of vegetables, so
Yes, but I don't love a vegetable. I have to be forced to eat them. So I think I'm going to make a laksa. I think I'm going to make a Malaysian laksa, which is that beautiful kind of curried soup, if you like, with noodles in it. I'm going to use the chicken. I had been thinking prior to the box arriving and prior to me opening it that maybe I would, if there was some bacon and some leek and some chicken, I might make a chicken pie. But no, there aren't those things. And give me this to use. So coconut milk just takes me straight to a gorgeous laksa. And they're kind of fast to put together as well.
Yeah. Sounds like a great idea. Laksa followed by fruit sponge. That's not something you see on the menu of many restaurants, but
all right.
It's an East-West sort of fusion meal. But Peter would probably approve.
I think we want to travel a little bit, don't we? And then we want to kind of come back home. That's what always happens for me. Now, I know you gave us butter, but I'm just going to use my own butter supply, and that's just a little bit softer. So I'm taking, I don't know, maybe a couple of tablespoons just to make the sponge. And I'll put a bit of sugar in there. God help me, all this big box of stuff. Let's move that off.
Oh, careful. Oh my God. All right, well, while you're doing that, we're going to go and check in on Claire, because Claire's been, Claire, by now, Claire, hopefully you've, oh, look at that, you've chopped, you've got stuff going. Oh my gosh.
I've got some here. I'm actually, so, wait, do you want to know what I'm making up as we go along?
Thinking. I don't think there's any sort of secrets here, but I'd just be careful of your fingers while you're doing it. I don't want any accidents.
Yeah, no, I know. It looks worse than it is. I am, so like I was saying, I don't think I'm particularly a complicated cook or chef by any stretch, but I do I really like keeping veggies and food at their sort of wholest that I kind of can. And so I'm going to focus on the health aspects of what we can try and make together. Since we have been eating a lot of unhealthy carbohydrates lately. So I'm going to make like an Asian greens kind of, I think, equal salad or veggie dish. I'm quite sure, maybe with like a sesame tahini sort of a dressing.
Wow. Any protein at all? Any meat or anything?
Oh yeah. I'm not a veggie. I am a carnivore. However, I do care very much about where my meat and fish sort of comes from. I think food sourcing is one of the most important.
You could eat my lunch. Oh, very good. Nice. So
I'm going to we've actually eaten a little bit of red meat lately, so I'm going to use the chicken as well.
Very good.
And I like a sort of smoked paprika kind of chicken on a little bit of quinoa. Now, you said that we could use like rice and flour or
Nikki's using noodles, so you can use.
Thanks, Nikki.
It's high protein. I think it's fantastic. I really do. It did take me a while to come around to it, but I think it's great. And as soon as you realise how to say it, i.e. quinoa, not
like the most delicious on a bit of miso, and that was the inspiration, is that the whole thing turned into this delicious healthy omega-3 5 and 6 is going on, and away you go. You just don't care about your skin and your hair growth as much as we do, David.
Oh, no, look at that. There's not a lot of hair growth going on.
I love it.
I stand corrected. I clearly know a lot more about superfoods than I do. And look at that. Actually, you've got a fan out there too, Claire, because Dot is saying, thanks, Claire, for the shout out for those of us who have food.
Inflammatory with the food that I eat as much as possible. That's so that I can continue to drink when I need to. It's all about balance, guys.
We've all got our reasons. Very good. You're very relaxed, the two of you. You know, in previous weeks we've seen say, I don't think you've realised that the clock is ticking. We're
it really is.
30 minutes.
Can I show you my amazing? Look at the sous chefs though. They're chopping like fiends right now.
Oh, look at the cool.
So I'm going to blanch my broccoli. I don't really like over successful cook. Cooking is not her strong point, and she knows that, and we laugh about it all the time. But she loves to cook a good vegetable in the microwave, and I tried to convince her that that's disastrous.
That is brilliant. Gosh.
But I love her mum. She's really good at platters and cooking fresh fish on the back of a boat.
If you want to have a look on that other camera, I don't know if that's on.
Yeah.
What the hell it is?
No, it's gone off. It's gone off.
Is that on?
Too much. Oh, there it is now. Yeah. Let's have a look at that. Okay, what are you doing here? Look at that.
So now my hot fruit's just going to go in. Again, I'm not adding, like Claire, I'm not into food that's laden with sugar. That doesn't need. It's got some beautiful tartness in there, those apples and the plums. So a bit of juice in there. No need to add sugar in there. And then I've got this lovely fruit sponge, and I'm just going to dot that on top. I put a few little currants in there just because I think that might just spoon it. You don't need to. It'll spread itself over there. And so now that's going to cook for about, I guess, the remaining time, which is 30 minutes. So yum.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And how long did the laksa take to cook, if I could ask you that much?
Not very long at all.
Okay. Less than 30 minutes then, we'd hope.
Wouldn't you? It won't take any time at all. I'm just going to chop some onions up, which I'm now doing. It's them on the stove, so they're sort of having a little bit of a boil up as well.
I think having two types of noodles is just showing off, though, isn't it? Surely there's no need.
To be honest, you must have two types of noodles in a laksa. I mean, I haven't got any prawns, so I'm not putting those in, but I'm not scrimping on the noodles because, you just get that beautiful texture from both of them. I love it. So I'm just going to chop up some onions, and if you chop your onions this way, from tip to toe, then what happens is they cook a little bit faster, and it sounds as though time is of the essence, as it were. Right,
it's amazing. It's looking good. All right, we're going to go back to Claire now for a minute. Let's just have a look what's going on over there. Look, oh, she's so relaxed. This is such a relaxed chef. Very cool. You're very relaxed looking.
On the cooking show. I'm just going down to the line.
Nice.
Sorry.
You're not above the odd dad joke. That's a goodie. That's good. Yeah, escalator. Can you do this?
Do you want to know what's going on?
Yeah. Tell us what you're cooking. We should be paying attention.
Okay, hang on. I don't know if you can see. I just put roast veggies in the oven, kind of tossed in olive oil and cumin.
It'll be nice. Well, hopefully it takes 30 minutes or less because we're at the 30-minute mark right now. Oh, Lord. Oh,
what do you put in? Nici? Yeah. What do you put in fruit? You put a bit of sugar in, eh?
Well, you could put honey. You could put honey or some agave or something, or coconut sugar.
I've got coconut sugar because that's better than white sugar, and we don't spike our GM.
I love that you just get agave.
You can eat a lot of sweet things with coconut sugar in it, and you just don't feel gross. Trust me.
Oh my God! Look, hang on. Sorry, I stand corrected. Look at the agave. Okay. Sure.
Of course, it's got agave. It goes very well with a margarita.
Someone's been to the Grey Lynn up down.
All right.
Right. No, it's looking pretty good. Lisa, I'm just going to pick up with Lisa. Oh, here we go. No noodles. Oh,
noodles. They're done. And the other one, you can go in there.
Yeah. You didn't cook them for very long. How long do noodles take to cook? Only a minute or two.
Okay.
Right.
What else have we got to do? So I'm just making up the flavour, if you like, for the base of my laksa. I don't have any lemongrass, or I do actually, but I feel like it wouldn't be fair to use it. But I am using ginger and chili, which I think most people will have, and some garlic. And then all you really need, I mean, I'm going to, you could use coriander and turmeric and a whole lot of different dried spices, but actually you could just use a teaspoon of curry powder. I mean, we're not trying to be too flashy here. I'm frying off my onions there. I'm going to throw those beautiful herbs and spice, or garlic and ginger and that in there. I'll just get those other herbs. Got a little bit of turmeric over here, if I remember rightly. Yes, I
love this. Just stuff that people would have lying around. Quinoa, turmeric, agave, just the normal staples.
Turmeric's pretty, that's pretty common, isn't it?
It's very good. Turmeric's apparently very good for anti-inflammatory, isn't it? I think.
Can I talk to you about turmeric? I'm gonna cook my chicken in turmeric and paprika. 2 reasons. Turmeric is incredibly anti-inflammatory, but it's got this thing in it called curcumin. And that's the part of turmeric that's actually really good for the anti-inflammatory system. But you have, in order to bring the curcumin out of the turmeric, sort of to make it really bioavailable for the body, you have to cook it with like a healthy fat and then like a black pepper. And black pepper has something called piperine in it, and that brings out all of the good health benefits of turmeric. So you could chew on a root, and that's not going to taste very nice, and it won't do that much. But if you cook it with coconut oil or like even a healthy butter, and you add heaps of black pepper, and then you toss your chicken or your vegetables in the turmeric, then all of a sudden you're getting the best health benefit out of that turmeric.
Wow. We come for the cooking, stay for the health lesson. That's incredible.
There you go.
Learned a
I
lot
knew
about
I could bring something to this party.
That's very cool. With a huge amount. I'm sorry, I've muted you, Nici. You're back now. How's that?
Are you using carrots?
Say that again, sorry, Nici.
What sort of meat is Claire using? What's the
chicken?
We're both doing chicken. Fantastic. I mean, chicken is such a forgiving protein. It's so good.
And I think it's also, I just haven't, we've actually eaten a little bit of red meat lately, and so I was like, actually I haven't eaten much chicken. But if I want to toss it in, so paprika is a really amazing spice because it's good for, it's got like these properties that are really good for sleep, which I think, lots of people are having some trouble sleeping at the moment. And so I'm going to toss my chicken in a bit of like coconut oil, paprika and turmeric, and try and get sort of, I guess, a bit of a smoky I don't even know what it is. Middle Eastern flavour, maybe?
Wow. Okay. That's pretty cool.
All right.
All right.
All right, she says. I always say it a lot. I say it a lot on my videos as well, because I think it kind of makes me start to focus and listen to myself.
It's a thing you say while you're trying to think of something to say, isn't it? All right. Okay.
No, it's just kind of like, okay, where am I at? Okay, where am I at? So I've got a lovely, I'll take you over to the pot of boiling.
We'll do that.
Boiling stuff.
Hang on.
So I'll try not to get you fogged up.
Oh.
So this was just my, a little bit of curry powder, a little bit of ground coriander in there. I've got my bits of chicken that I've just chucked in there. They're a little bit big. I probably should have
Did you put them in raw?
Yeah, I did. I know.
Oh.
You know, that's weird, but you know, that's going to boil away there for ages, so there's no problem with that. Now, because Claire has sort of talked so much about health, I'm feeling slightly shamed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of carrot in here as well.
Oh, like one vegetable, a solitary vegetable.
There's onions in there.
I don't know if onion counts as a vegetable.
What else is there in there? You could throw some spinach in it towards the end. We've got those other ones. I know they're not a vegetable.
Is quinoa a vegetable?
What's that?
Is quinoa a vegetable? I'm not sure.
No, it's a grain.
It's a grain.
Is it alright that I'm adding miso into my quinoa cooking so that it's a bit more tasty? These guys have got to eat this after all.
That's true. The rules are you have to cook for two, but you're obviously cooking for three because you've got the three of you in your bubble.
Yes.
God,
Tell us, Claire, what have you been doing in the bubble? What's been the go for the last 4 or 5 weeks?
Well, hilariously, actually, my lovely sous chef Sebastian, who's here from the UK, he's a cameraman. He's a wonderful cinematographer, and he's been here working, and he got sort of stuck here in the COVID situation. And so I'm just going to coat my chicken in olive oil while I do. And him and I wrangled a 48-hour film together a couple of weekends ago. So we actually spent the weekend doing making a 48-hour film, which very gratefully has made it into the finals, which is
a very long film.
Pardon?
Very long film.
The film could only be 3 minutes long.
Oh, I see. That was my joke, you see. 48-hour film.
Yeah, no, great. You're right. That would be, and wouldn't that be a nightmare? But we only had 48 hours to write it and make it and all the rest of it. And so we've made a film. We have. He got on the news. He was on the news because he went to Muriwai to go surfing, and apparently it was so busy at Muriwai to go surfing that they had to interview the POM and talk to him about that. So we've been
to see Sebastian. He's just like this mystery guy in the background. Let's bring him on. Bring him in here and let's have
find Tamari.
What's been amazing though is that we've all been cooking together every night and all the food. That's for me has just been amazing living with these guys, and
we still want to live together. We don't hate each other.
Lovely. 5 weeks later and you haven't killed anyone. Well, actually, they might have been started off with 8 of you and now there's only 3 left. I don't know.
It's like what's that Japanese movie? Amazing Japanese movie. We're just killing everybody off like Survivor. Yeah.
Hey, that 48-hour film, can we watch it anywhere? Because I'm just looking at the 48-hour thingy. There we go.
Actually, so you can watch our film, Terrifyingly. There's a couple that you can now watch in the lead up to the live finals, which are going to be on TV2 next Friday. And you can watch our film on their website or on the Spin-Offs website.
Oh, very cool. Wow, we've got Spin-Off as well. Look at that. We're doing we're hitting all the brands. It's fantastic.
No, I'm not trying to pump them. I mean, yeah. How if I'm gonna put that? How long have we got, David?
We've got about 20 minutes. In fact, hang on. I'll see if I've got one of those. No, I don't have 20 minutes. I've only got a 15. So you've got 20. I'm
gonna make a sort of sesame dressing with tahini to go on my little Asian green salad. And I'm going to pan fry the chicken at the last minute, and I think the troublesome dish is going to be the dessert.
Okay. Hey, Nici, what do you think about the idea of pan-frying chicken at the last minute? Is that dodgy? Or?
Well, it's a little risky, but I think that Claire is well capable of, you cut them quite thin, I noticed, so I think it'll be fine.
Okay.
I like your optimism, Nici.
I'm taking a whole different approach and I'm boiling the heck out of mine, but that's okay. I'm just going to make, I have a cucumber as well, so I'm just going to make a beautiful little, because I've got quite a lot of chili in here, I'm just going to put a little refreshing kind of, I'm going to put mint, cucumber, a little bit of rice wine vinegar or any sort of vinegar or lemon juice or lime juice together, and I'm going to put some sesame seeds, sesame oil through that, and it's just going to be a really lovely little cooling salad.
It's basically like a pickle, almost pickled, but not quite.
Pickle. You might call it pickle. That's what I want to use here. So throw those in. I was trying to guess all the things that you might give us. I didn't get any of them right. I was thinking, pineapple. I can make that pineapple and chili salad. Oh, if there's a this, if there's a that. I don't know why I bothered.
No. I think you overthought it. That's what we're hearing.
There goes that. I want some sesame seeds, but my seed cupboard, my herb cupboard is something to be desired. I don't have it.
Hang on, we're just going to hear from.
I've got a question. Nici, I've got a question. I'm trying to make I've got a little light salad, Japanese salad going as well with shaved zucchini, and I've got tahini, Dijon mustard, apple cider vinegar. Is that all right to go into a dressing for?
Of course, yeah. All you're after is that. You're just after acidity, really, aren't we? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
And put the fruit in the oven.
Very good. Very good.
Look, I just like to show you. Oh, sorry. Go, Nici.
I was just going to say no sesame that I could put my hands on in a hurry, so instead I've gone cashew nuts. They're delicious. Slightly toasted.
Grind them up or something, do you? And put them in?
No, I'm just putting them in the salad. You see, they're just going in there.
Oh, I see.
A little bit of a splash of rice wine vinegar, but yeah, apple cider vinegar would do just fine. I had a lemon or a lime. I'm not sure what it is.
Right.
Like that. So a little bit of that citrus too, because whenever you're doing a salad, you want it kind of to be punchy. You need a little bit of salt in there. Saltiness, you need a little bit of acidity. That's kind of what salads do, I think so.
Just the thing you don't want is actual vegetables, because you're not keen on them.
I have vegetables. I have bloody vegetables. All right. Now, Peter Gordon, just cheers to you, in with my coconut milk into that beautiful laksa. Yay!
Well, he cheers you too, because look at that. He says he loves your trousers too, Nici. Who are you wearing tonight? Who are you wearing? Tell us.
Who am I wearing? I'm wearing yoga pants. It's what I've loved about lockdown is that people can't just come and visit you willy-nilly. I have loved that. So my fashion sense has been able to really roam through. More often than not, it is the yoga pants. Yes.
We've got a request to see the trousers again, actually. Is it possible to just have a quick... Here we go. Yeah, we missed it. We've got to get them again.
Okay. We don't need to see them.
I'm sure we'll see them at some point. We'll go to trouser cam at some point.
I put some mint in that lovely little cucumber salad as well, because it looks amazing. Oh, yeah. I might even throw that, on top of my... Oh, I'll put that there for you. There you go. You can see it.
Look at that. That's better.
And I mean, that is just so refreshing and delicious.
You stuck a mint leaf on top, and now you're calling it a whole different experience, a whole different salad. Is that chef's?
There's a few of them in there. There's a few of them in there, and I'm going to pile this on top of my bowl of laksa. And a little of fresh bean sprouts. How much time have we got, by the way?
You've got, actually, now that you bring it up, that is a very good point. And let me show you. Hang on. You have got exactly 15 minutes left. Claire, 15 minutes.
Okay.
I've got a situation.
Terrifying. So I'm going to pour some stewed apples into this dish and try and throw them into the oven with our beautifully crumbed Anzac biscuits. And I'm just going to see if it turns into something.
When you say beautifully crumbed, did you just stick them there and bang something on top of them and smash them up?
Just went outside and smashed them on the ground.
But if you call it beautifully crumbed, it sounds much more chefy.
The hole in the bag.
It's now muesli. You've just created breakfast cereal out of Anzac biscuits.
This is how to make a glamorous meal in 45 minutes. And here we go. I feel like if I just took 50 grams of butter, a little bit of flour, and some milk, and added that in there, it would turn it into actually like a proper cobbler, yummy, delicious thing. But I don't think I've got time anymore.
It's actually a very cool idea, though, Nici. I mean, that would be something. I'd think you'd be in keen for that, wouldn't you? Smashed up Anzac biscuits.
Totally. Smashed up biscuits in an ice cream or with fruit. It's a great idea. It totally shaves you. I'm just using some of these beautiful mushrooms, and I've just popped them just to soften up in my lovely laksa. They look amazing. Yeah.
Oh, nice. I'm just gonna stir fry those in sesame oil and put them on the top of my little Asian greens. I've also I've blanched my broccoli, and I'm gonna rinse that in cold water.
That laksa.
And then coat it in sesame oil and pop that in the salad.
Very cool. Nici, you're getting a bit of advice from the audience, which is that you're going to run out of food if you keep eating it the way you are.
No, I'm not eating.
I always make sure that I make enough for two, because I eat half of it along the way, and then I can still dish it up. So there you go. Honestly, that laksa, it's really important to. I'm not just covering for myself here, but you've really got to taste your food along the way.
Yeah.
You've got to be tasting for those salty. Is it spicy enough? Has it got some acidity in there? So I'm going to add some lemon. I put a little bit of sugar in there as well, because you want all those different flavors in a beautiful laksa. And if you don't have them now, it's going to be hard to get them in there later. There's no point in taking the first slurp and then going,
it's missing something.
Yeah, so taste, I say.
Oh, good on you. Good on you. Oh, here we go. We've got a question from the audience. Would coconut go well stewed with turmeric, black pepper, and chicken? Oh, that's for Claire, actually. Hang on, we go for Claire. Claire.
Would coconut go well stewed with turmeric? What I do is when I cook the chicken is I put coconut oil in the pan. It's coconut oil. I put that in the pan. I sprinkle lots of fresh organic turmeric and lots of cracked pepper. Toss it so that it kind of almost like when you do a curry and you kind of get the curry paste going, and then cook the chicken in it. Then if you wanted to add it with into a coconut milk, do you think you could put it? Is Peter Gordon asking you that? Would you put it into a coconut laksa or something, and then you've kind of got this yummy turmeric flavor, but then you're adding coconut to it? Or are you saying shaved coconut would be really?
I wonder if I'm overthinking it. I think I just now he's just. Yeah.
For advice.
I tell you what, Nici, someone from the audience got a good idea. Another vegetable, I know, but what about quarter tomatoes for the laksa?
That's a fantastic idea, because I've got tomatoes, and that gives that beautiful acidity as well. Thank you very much for that suggestion.
Thank you, Sue.
Takes it in a bit of a Thai direction. You have in Thailand, it's very common to put tomatoes, you get that sourness, and you often get them in tom yum soup, etc. So not traditional in this laksa, but I'm going for it because I love that suggestion.
Just call it sort of the peninsula of Thailand, Malaysia. It's not really strictly one or the other.
Hey, I'm going to go into my oven. Shall we go in there together?
Oh, let's go to oven cam.
I'll see if I've got oven cam. We're hardly Jamie Oliver, but we'll give it a crack.
Give it a crack. Here we go.
Okay, ready?
Are you up? We're following you along. Oh, we've lost a little bit, but hang on. Oh, look, is it pink in the oven?
Which way do we do it? I think we do it this way.
Okay.
Is that right?
No, that's you we're seeing now. Oh, no, there we go. That's oven cam. Thank you. That's really good.
Oven cam. Woo! In she goes. Oh, yes. And what I'm checking for here is it done? Oh, God, is it done? Sure is. Bring that out. Look at that. Does that look amazing? You see
That's amazing. Let's have a look. Oh. It's hard for us to see from over there, but it does look incredible. It looks like more than enough for 2 people, I have to say.
I'll bring you back. Oh, don't be ridiculous, David. It's Sunday night. You've always got to make enough pudding for breakfast in the morning. So I'm just testing for doneness. That's coming out clean. So that looks amazing. Look at all that juiciness. Oh, yum.
Oh, my God. So far you've got, let me just do an assessment. You've got pudding and some chopped up greenery, but not a main yet. Are you worried?
I mean, are you ready for me to dish the main up? Because I can do that right this minute.
Oh, sorry. What about the tomato you're going to put in it?
So here we've got our noodles. So noodles are going in, and this is what I love. Your noodles can be made ahead of time when you're making a laksa because we've got to pour that beautiful broth on top. So they can be cold, no problem. It's easy. I love it. I have made quite a lot here. What a surprise. Now, to me, it's all about what you put on top of your laksa as well. So how much time have we got? I don't want to dish it up too soon.
Well, thank you for asking, because I was trying to find a time to tell you that you've both only got 10 minutes left.
Oh,
10 minutes, Claire.
Okay, so I've got to kind of show what's going on because God knows if I'm going to make this. God knows if I'm going to make this work in time. I have got blanched broccoli that I've washed under cold water with spinach leaves, raw shaved zucchini, and beautifully shaved fennel by my sushi.
Oh my gosh! So every sort of green vegetable that Nici didn't use, you're using. I think it's
Right.
Oh, look, I could have used them.
And then I've got my little Asian dressing, and I'm also going to add pumpkin seeds to this thing. So pumpkin seeds also, for those of you who are having trouble with anxiety and sleeping, pumpkin seeds are a really amazing source of magnesium.
Yeah.
And that helps with sleep, obviously. And yummy crunch. And what I haven't had time to do is soak them so that they activate or toast them. They're raw and they're organic, so hopefully they'll be yummy and crunchy and good for you. And that dressing will taste hopefully nice.
You just make a virtue out of it. You say raw organic pumpkin seeds, and then people think it was planned. It's all good.
I didn't just pick a mushroom up the floor and put it back in the pan either.
It's a second rule.
I love it.
Hang on, Michael Meredith. Michael Meredith says there's plenty of time for a few more dishes.
Oh, Michael Meredith, get over here now. Unbelievable. He'd do some souffle, blow torched, alcoholic. He'd come up with 5 different ways for coconut to be in one bowl, and
I don't think he would have just smashed up a few Anzac biscuits anyway. I don't think that would.
I was going to call him for a cheat advice.
I think Claire and I are much more practical. That's what we're going for everyday meals here that anybody can make.
Exactly. This is the layperson's cooking show.
I'm dishing my luck. That's it. I'm done.
Really? You're going early.
This is whatever. This is going to go on top of my beautiful little noodles in the bowl.
Can you press mine? Oh no, I'll do that.
All you have to do. I hope you've got this cam on there, David.
I will now. There you go. Look at that. Look.
Right. Look at that. Spectacular. And then love all that broth on top of there. Oh.
Is that coconut milk that Peter asked you to use?
Thank God for Peter. Oh my God. And then the great thing about this is lots of herbs. Normally you'd have bean sprouts as well, but I don't have any. But mint, coriander, pile all that on top. Put a bit of extra chili on there if you'd like. And there is our gorgeous laksa along with a cooling salad, because we're really going to need the cooling salad. Yeah. That's that.
Have you had a glass of wine? That's what someone wants to know. Who cooks without a glass of wine in their hand? Come on.
Well, I don't drink, so I cook without a glass of wine. But I've got a cup of tea on the go, and as you can see, I'm not short of putting things in my mouth here. I've been having
going on. Someone else wants to know, Nici, while we've got you, do you have everything hanging up in your kitchen? It does look very well organised from the hanging up.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? Yes, I can see. Well, my kitchen is tiny, so you've got to really make use of the space, and of course, I've got far too much kitchenware for one person. But there you go. I want to eat them now. Do I have to hang around?
You have to wait another 5 minutes because I'm sorry, but we actually have 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go.
Well, I'll tell you what I made here. So I thought with my beautiful pudding, my son's pudding, we needed a little cream. But I did have some sour cream. So one of my little tricks is to whip up some brown sugar and sour cream, and I can't tell you.
Brown sugar and sour cream. You're joking.
Brown sugar and sour cream is almost better than whipped cream. Look, I'm going in for a second. It's
really like mascarpone for poor people that can't afford mascarpone and don't get a sparrow like you guys.
But I've got to tell you, it has saved me on more than one occasion because, cream goes off. Sour cream never does. I love it. There you go.
Thank you for sharing that little tidbit with us. That's quite an incredible thing. Look at that. That's going on top.
All right.
Oh,
That's going on top. Always serve a little squeeze of lemon with your laksa.
We're going to have to go back to Claire though because you're looking far too relaxed. Claire, on the other hand, you've got a little bit of work to do. A little bit of work to do here. Oh, I've muted you.
I've just been pouring the sesame tahini sort of Dijon sort of Asian dressing on top of my kind of Asian greens. We've got pumpkin seeds on top of the broccoli, fennel, raw zucchini, and that is now officially served. Oh, hold on.
Oh, look at that.
And I'm going to top that with a little bit more of the fennel just to make it pretty because my flatmates deserve it because they're amazing. They're chopping the entire time. And a few more pumpkin seeds for everybody's, health and sleep benefits. And then I have no idea how the fruit in the oven has been doing, but that's so I'm going to serve the chicken roast veggies on a quinoa base.
You've got 2 minutes to serve that up. We've got 2 minutes left. Very exciting. Very exciting. Wow.
Also, we have a large glass of wine. Whoever that person was that was worried about that, we've been drinking wine and tequila the entire time.
Oh, that's very good.
That's great. I love it.
That's very good. Actually, Claire, I don't want to put any pressure on you, but your mum's coming over for dinner, apparently. She's very excited about it.
Look, Mum. No microwave in sight.
I really love this lockdown time for... Oh, that looks good. What's that? Is that the crumb?
Hang on. I'll put them in on the crumb.
I'm not embarrassed about that at all, even though the Anzac biscuits were made beforehand. But you know what? I'm going to serve them really pretty in a really pretty way. Okay.
That's like a fantastic crumble. I love it.
What's that?
I said that's like a fantastic crumble. That looks really good. The Anzac biscuit, that's amazing. That's all it is. So, yeah, it's perfect.
Thanks.
I love it.
I'm going to pop the quinoa, which is going to be the grain that our smoked paprika turmeric chicken is sitting on top of. Yeah. And we've got roast veggies to go with the salad. I hope, I just hope it tastes still as good as yours.
We've got 1 minute till we find out. She's just snacking away.
You got it.
Do we have to plate it?
You have to what?
I've got 3 plates. She's got 1. Do we have to have plated it?
Well, I'm sorry. She's actually done some magnificent plating. We'll see her plating. No, look, you've got 3 of you as well, to be fair.
Now you can watch me make a fool out of myself then. Here's our paprika smoked chicken, which is lying on top of the bed of quinoa.
Beautiful.
Oh, my God. Okay, now it's fingers. I'm feeling
plating it up for your flatmates.
Is that part of the bloody minute or whatever it is?
Well, I think that's very generous of you. I think we weren't expecting that, so we'll give you an extra 30 seconds just to do the plating.
I love it.
Okay. In that case, can I get a whoop whoop for my roast veggies?
Hang on, go that one. Oh,
beautiful.
That's roast veggies done.
Look at that.
And I'm also going to sprinkle those. Hold on a minute. This is my 30-second countdown.
4 pumpkin seeds.
I'm
just in case. You haven't had enough pumpkin.
I was gonna actually do like walnuts, drizzle it with honey, but I might not have time. But there's some walnuts because that's good for your brain fog.
Nice. There you go. Someone's saying everything looks yum. Everyone else is saying love.
And this is, I'm just going to drizzle a little bit more of our sort of sesame tahini dressing on the Asian greens. That's the paprika chicken. And I do have the finished. Crumble. Look, I made dessert. I never make dessert.
That's amazing. All right. The good news is
that looks
when I say the good news is, it's the good news that you both made it. It's incredible. We're going to go to Nici first, though, and we're going to hear. Actually, Lisa, tell us. What was that? That was quite impressive, wasn't it? It was amazing.
Yeah, it was quite full on. But I love Asian food, so I'm so glad that we did something Asian tonight.
Nice.
Both of them, yeah, they look
well,
amazing.
Let's go and see what Nikki's done first of all, because she was she's done the sort of Asian lack of vegetable thing. Tell us what you've made.
Vegetable in the end, I've got plenty of vegetables. So I've got this beautiful laksa. It's crammed full of vegetables. You just don't know. I can put carrot in there, remember. Hey, don't put hates veggies. I don't. I think they're good.
Okay, sorry.
I will really love eating this salad afterwards because my mouth will be a little bit sort of tingly from the amount of chili that I put in the laksa. But I'm really happy with the way that worked out. It was great. And then this gorgeous pudding, which I just absolutely love having pudding. And I think it's really nice with the little bits of currant in the sponge because they give you a little bit of a burst of flavour. And that little trick of the sour cream and brown sugar. So easy dinner.
We're going to do a little zoom in on it because it's beautiful. Look at it. Can we rank? Oh, wow. That's gorgeous.
And it's got those beautiful noodles underneath it. Look at that. Amazing. See? Noodles.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is incredible. I like how there's approximately twice as much dessert as there is main. That's about the right ratio.
Well, as I mentioned, there is breakfast, and I do have neighbours. My neighbours get a lot of food.
Oh, that's good. That's very nice. All right, Claire, we're going to have to go to Claire and see what Claire's made.
Okay. Hang on, I'm going to throw to my wonderful cameraman, bubble mate over here, Mr. Sebastian. So here we've got our roast veggies that we tossed in olive oil and cumin, kind of winter veggies, and I covered in walnuts, and I was going to drizzle in honey, but we didn't get that far. This is our Asian greens, like kind of light Asian greens, fennel and broccoli salad with pumpkin seeds and sesame tahini dressing. And then here we've got smoked paprika chicken done on a little small bit of quinoa. Like I'm going to get my flatmates to serve up whatever portion they want of the veggies. But that's done, and it's got those yummy, delicious mushrooms on top, which I have never had. But if Peter Gordon or Michael can tell me what, they're really good.
And a gnocchi mushroom or something like that, isn't it? Or
so the mushrooms were done in a little bit of sesame oil lightly on top. So the chicken was cooked in the coconut oil, paprika, sort of black pepper, turmeric little combo from me. And then here in our dessert special, where have you gone?
We'll go to that one. Here we go.
In the fridge, I happen to have some yummy Cathedral Cove Naturals like probiotic yogurt. So I'm gonna serve up our what is this? Our pear Anzac biscuit crumble with coconut yogurt dessert. Considering we just don't really do dessert, I'm very excited about this.
Cookies and chopped up bits of fruit. It's fantastic. Oh, Nici, what do you think of that? Claire's just done an incredible job, don't you think?
Claire, you have really done an amazing job. You actually did more cooking than I did, that's for sure. And it all looks amazing. I would happily dine with you this evening. Well done, you. What a shame that we have to stay home.
I'm the saddest part of this entire equation. I wish that we could add your laksa to the menu, but really it's my bubble mates who are going to do the taste test and tell us whether it's any good. But I do like sort of not killing things too much with
very good. It looks yum. The audience is very happy. Look, this is going to be a very tough one again. Look, we've got this. Oh no, what are we going to do?
You can't vote.
Okay, Lisa, what do you? Oh, there's a bucket of wine going down. Lisa, what do you think? Let's hear from the audience. What do you think from the Facebook audience and then the YouTubers?
Oh.
Give us a bit of a steer here because
I didn't even see Nikki's full meal because I was so stressed out about my own.
Here we go. Here you go. There's Nikki's meal for you.
That looks
look, there you go.
What was it?
No, that's a sponge pudding.
How did you make a sponge pudding in 45 minutes?
You have to watch it back. Wow.
David, it's really tough.
It's a tough one, isn't it? Hang on, Lisa. It's tough. But I tell you what, we've got some votes coming in from the audience, and it's a hard one.
What if I toss my salad? I'll toss the salad.
Oh, look, I'm going to call it.
What if I take a little taste and give the audience a bit of an idea of?
I'm going to call it a very, very close call.
Oh, that's fantastic.
But given that my mother has voted, and I have to take care of my mother, we're going to go with Nikki. Nikki for the win. It's spelled wrong, but Nikki's for the win.
Yeah.
An amazing cook all around, though. And Claire, you can be very proud that the three of you managed to keep up with that chef because she's incredible. But let's congratulate our winner. Oh, hang on, you go, Pete.
I'd like to throw back to the idea that Peter Gordon asked me for some advice, of which I had no idea. But thanks, Peter. This was so fun, Nikki. Thank you very much, you guys. Also, the most healthy, delicious box of vegetables that a flat could ask for. We will have a lot of fun making great food out of this, and I hope that anyone watching goes and gets themselves an essential box from Eat My Lunch and help support feeding kids out there, the ones who are going back to school and the ones who are still at home in low decile areas.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, it's exactly right. The vegetables and everything that comes in it, incredible food. Thank you very much, Lisa, and the team from Eat My Lunch for putting that on. But we have to go to Nikki. Nikki, you can take us out. How do you feel? How are you feeling now?
That was so much fun. It was kind of a little bit stressful, and usually I would, as you can see, I like quick and easy things. So 45 minutes is kind of a long cook for me. So because I'm sort of so greedy, so I always like to be eating before that. But I've got a veritable feast here, and yeah, I have got all of those beautiful the meat packs and the Eat My Lunch big box of that fresh produce. I'm going to share that around the neighbourhood because I certainly cannot eat all of that. And generous, I love the work that you do. I've loved it from the beginning, and I love that you've managed to pivot, what a word, and still make sure that those kids are getting lunch items during this really tough time. And my only message to everyone is, even though we're still in level 3, we've got at least another week to go. Stay home to save lives because we're doing this.
Excellent. Yeah. And Michael Meredith wants to congratulate you both. It was an amazing cook. Thank you.
Thanks, Michael. Thank you for your amazing work as well.
Isn't
Mike,
it awesome?
You should know that one of us are ladies.
I'm just that I'm an actor and I make television, not food.
It looks like pretty good food. Lisa, what an amazing cook. What are we doing next week, Lisa? We're going to do it again? This is good fun.
Yeah, so next week's going to be super special. We are going to let someone from the public who thinks they can take on one of New Zealand's most amazing chefs to put themselves forward for the next challenge.
Just like Joe or Joanne Public is just going to...
Anyone from the public who thinks they can do this. And so keep an eye out. We'll announce the details of how you can actually enter or nominate yourself or a friend tomorrow on our Facebook and Instagram page.
Amazing.
When
do you think that's easy? It's not.
All right. Well, that was an awesome cook. Thank you so much to Nikki and to Claire for being a big part of it. What an awesome evening. And remember, look out for those Eat My Lunch boxes. They are incredible, like you saw tonight. Incredible fruit and veggies. And you help a child get a lunch that wouldn't otherwise have one. So amazing work all round. Thank you again to our chefs. Thanks, Lisa, for having us. Everyone have a great day.
Thank you, Lisa.
Stay safe.
Thank you, Nikki. I love watching your work. It's so cool.
Thank you all.
Have a good night.
Bye, everyone.